Hey, what's going on everyone? This is YoeYoursTruly back with another video, and today we're gonna be doing some Drongo ADC, but it's gonna be a different kind of build that we normally go. So it's normally kind of build he goes. It's kind of like the quick build with like Lightning Hawk and like the Vanquisher and all that kind of good stuff. But this build we're trying out is a more on-hit build because there's a certain new item called Stormbreaker, a new passive. So really kind of opened up some more kind of creative builds you can go on ADCs. And there's one build that I saw floating around on Metadog City because I was trying to figure out if there's some way I can do like a Sky Splitter on-hit build with the new Stormbreaker kind of item, and I saw there's a very specific build path I see top ADC players doing, and that is like a Sky Splitter Stormbreaker into Lightning Hawk, which I thought is kind of very spicy, and in my head it actually kind of makes sense. So we're gonna be giving it a shot this game and see how it goes 100%. So the reason why usually like you go Lightning Hawk first for like a quick build. It's not bad going Lightning Hawk first, but this is the build that I think is most efficient. Just do like Sky Splitter first, then Lightning Hawk, and then when you have the Lightning Hawk passive that confers critical strikes, as soon as you build Lightning Hawk third, it automatically gets converted already. So I think in terms of how the stats efficiently played out. Wait, I need phase right. I don't know why she's left, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I think doing this order makes the most sense in my head, and I think it's the most efficient way to play around with the stats is what I'm trying to say. So phase is gonna be a little late to the party, unfortunately, but that is fine. That means I'll probably get level 2 a little bit earlier by myself since I'm soaking up some solar ESP for the most part. But I gotta be a little careful because I'm by myself, so I gotta be a little bit mindful. But Belica started E for some reason right there, so that just kind of free go for me. I didn't really lose mana off that, really. We do see the collide. It's on the invading blue side, so that means that we probably won't have a collide coming here anytime soon. So I think they technically have more kill threat than us in that Murder Belica combo, but I think we have a lot better survivability sustain wise with the phase support, so it'll be interesting to see how this kind of plays out, right? And my E does on me land that, so it's kind of what I'll do. I'll wait for the phase E to like root someone, and I'll like follow with an easier RB, right? Right. So they'll try to go over to kind of scale off the Chimera, but honestly they're missing the wave doing so. Like the mother is missing all this minions, so even though you see the enemy jungler invading your jungle, you just respond like that as dual lane is not the most ideal, I would say. Because now we just won't let them walk in. I actually really wanted to take that longer trade because we were having minion wave advantage, so she didn't actually need to pull me there because I actually wanted to fight them in my wave. But it's still all goofy for the most part. I'm a little bit too far away to follow up, but she's doing some good harassment on the mode, like more than anything. Nice, nice. We'd love to see it. And I do. Is that the collide? I thought it was the collide jungler, but it's actually Quench jungle this game, so it's actually good because that means that it'll be easier to predict or see the enemy jungler coming and ganking those fights. So actually let's shove this in all the way because the wave is gonna crash pretty soon. We just need to just make this kind of push in. Good harassment. So let's go grab the skull buff right here, because that's a big wave to have to deal with first, right? I think they're kind of posturing, so I'm gonna use my E to boost down this skull buff a little bit faster, just so not to give Bellica any chance to steal whatsoever. I back off right there because I didn't want to like chase them pretty hard when I have a minion wave totally aggro to me. So I opted to just do some autos and walk away so I don't take too much minion damage right there. A little too far away to help. Oh, okay. So we actually Crunch was doing triple, but he's actually oomph, so me just showing face right there actually scare him off. So actually, let me put a quick ward down, because he might just come back to blue with 4 HP to kind of clear that and whatnot. And we are double the CS in the mother, so we're doing very good farming rights. Which is what is going to win us the lane ultimately, is when we just focus on the farming aspect, not so much trying to get kills left and right. Because I'm definitely in a healthier spot than this mode. That's kind of like the benefits of having the phase support. We can stay in lanes a lot longer because of that constant health regen she's providing. So we're getting some nice aggression here and there, but there is a sudden crunch over here. So actually, I don't think I have to blink, yeah, because the phrase can pull me out nice and easy. So she ends up using her blink, but we both didn't have the blowout blinks, which is really good for the most part. So definitely good stuff by her. So let's grab these items really quick. We're seeing a very good spot for the most part, and I think the wave is gonna crash? Yeah, it's gonna be with the crash, the melee ones at least. So I'll miss some minions, but it won't be too bad because I'm still up on CS on this Modok. Oh, they are fighting. And it's a little too late for us to do anything much right there, unfortunately. It's a little awkward because there's this wave that I didn't want to totally ditch to miss, but maybe I was a little greedy, but I don't think me being there would make a big difference, right? So, okay, looks like he won't let me do the go buff, so that's fine. That means I kind of shove this in real quick. I have some lag spike for some reason right now. I do apologize. It's sort of that time of the day where a lot of people are using more Wi-Fi right now, so I think I'm slowly getting throttled. So hopefully it does clear up in a little bit. I won't have the glorious like 5 ping like some streamers do on Twitch. I know someone like Survivor has like 5 ping. He has like the top-notch kind of connection to these servers. But I usually average around 30 ping for the most part. But they're playing very far back, so it's really hard to take advantage of my phase E just because of how far they're playing back. But because of that, like Modok especially, he's losing a lot of CS, so it's not a bad trade. We're just not able to really capitalize on these phase routes at the moment. Oh wow, he just kind of zoom out dash way 100%. Not enough quite damage right there. I think Kama is looking to dive, but the wave is not in the greatest spot to do so. So we need to shove this out before we can look to for him to die potentially. Nice, we got the kill right there. Oh no! I died because she pulled me while I was like casting my auto attacks. I think if she didn't do that, I would have lived. Like I would, because what she was gonna do was I'm gonna finish him off and immediately blink out. But because she pulled me mid like auto attack animation, not only I was not able to blink out of it, but it canceled my auto attack, I think. So I just kind of died because my face tried to save me with the pull, but it just that's not how it works, unfortunately, right there. But I do respect the aggressive attempts by us going for the dive, right? I just think I think I could at least live, so it would have been like 1 for 2 and not for 2 for 2. So we kind of lost first Tainted because of that greedy dive we tried to do. But it's only the first one, it's not the biggest deal, it's just it's not the most ideal like playmaking right there, right? I'm gonna have to like alt out that bash rate, but I really shrunk the Bellica a whole lot, so she has the back, Crest is here, so that means I'm gonna get a bunch of reach and backup, right? Yeah, we can definitely go for gold buff. We just gotta shove this wave out really quickly. Oh. Oh no! Again, I tried to blink out, and I think I would have been fine, but she immediately pulled me back. So this is the second time. This is kind of like the first game I had with the phase. It's sort of kind of trolling me a little bit. The first time it's like maybe that was a mistake, but now she's actually sort of trolling me by accident. So that is not ideal, ladies and gents. So she kind of threw the sad face, telling her, hey, I think I would live if she didn't pull me, but she pulled me after I blink out, so she's kind of killing me right now, like quite literally. So I'm trying to tell her, hopefully, to be a little bit more careful with her pulls, right? So right now I'm just looking to kind of just free farm and whatnot, but because right now I'm trying to hold freeze and she's sort of messing that up too, so I'm trying to tell her to stop hitting the minions, because her hitting the minions like that is actually sort of breaking the freeze faster than I would like. Because at this point I just want to farm freeze the wave as best I can, but I can't do that if she's auto attacking like that. Oh, almost. I think we have to back off though, because Millian's getting pushed in super hard. We don't exactly know where the enemies are at, so we just kind of let the regen from the phase help us out and whatnot. Because because I still don't know where the crunch is at for the most part. So, I mean, we'll see how they want to play. I probably won't hit this yet. I'll let this kind of build up. Try to stone them off because there's no reason to keep shoving it in 24/7. Because like we can try to build a second wave as long as we don't shove it in too fast. The next wave should be coming in just momentarily. You see the wave coming in, so that means that the wave will stop right here, and we have like 2 extra minions to go along with that main wave for the most part. Now we just kind of shove in. We have a bigger wave to work with and whatnot. And we're able to get the ultimate off. Love to see it. And we did got the both of them right there. So that's a very good play by us. Let's go. That's definitely what we need. We need to start gain some tempo in this lane, or else we're gonna struggle as a team, because mid lane then is not seeming like it's having a good time at all. Crunch is coming over, so we'll be right back. 3 and 4. So he is, I mean, Howitzer is not losing super hard. He's just losing towers really early, fortunately. But we can still work around that. And let's see. Hawaii somehow had 3 kills, but not as much farm as Sevwarp, so that's not a super big difference of a lane. What the heck? That was interesting. I'm not sure why he pulled it in. I think he really greeted for the tower seal, but it just did not connect at all right there. I need to sort of like check the MMR after this game, because I think some people are sort of stacking sort of that Friday evening when I'm recording this video. So, because I'm just noticing how the people are playing, they don't feel like the normal Elo players I'm playing with, because I'm kind of like a supposedly master tier / high diamond on Omega.C, so I should be playing against a lot of people like that. Not able to finish off anyone right there. So that was just, I just kind of got too busy in my talk that I sort of wasn't paying attention to the map. But it's all good. It's still even for the most part. It just means that we get along the game, which is definitely more ideal, because I kind of want to show up at least these 3 items coming online, because I think that's sort of like when this build really starts to take off, especially. There's a certain feintures coming up, so they're definitely trying really hard to kill my Chimera, and they did succeed in that. It's kind of hard to chase hard, so we're gonna have to follow the Sevwarp, see if he lands anything big. The Gideon is sort of like, oh my. There was a crunch that's immediately diving me really hard. We just don't have any front line at the moment, because Sevwarp is going in really deep. Not bad, because I think he's sort of doing a decent job at it, but the crunch just merely just ignored the Sevwarp doing that and went on me. So I have to take it back / I need to like chill for a bit. So he's definitely keeping them busy at the very least, from not doing feintures and whatnot. So we can probably make a push for mid. I think they're gonna try to do feintures real quick. I think we can't really contest them on it. We're just all a little bit too scattered apart. Gideon's there, so not as many people on it, so we just have to let Chimera engage this 100%. Because right now I can't go in first. He has to commit to something first. There we go. That's what we need exactly right there, ladies and gents. So I think we can just focus this. We can't chase that anymore. Their jungle is dead. So let's might as well just take this really quickly. Nice. There we go. I think Ma's walking this way. Okay, he went the long way around. That's actually smart of him. I don't know about that ultimate, because we're not going to be able to do much off that. So we'll just take a reset right here, because I think it's too risky for us to keep pushing at this point. just because of how things are looking right now. I mean, maybe we can push another wave out. We just can't keep pushing that hard at the moment. So let's see. We're up on Irons and Murder, so technically we hit harder than him. Alright, I'll take a reset right here. So we're already kind of starting to see like how potent our reach is kind of hitting. Like we have very high attack speed, obviously, and we're doing decent damage for the most part. And as we get more and more items online, especially on hit items, we're gonna really start to do more and more damage. Because it's a build that's also really good against tanks because the sky splitter, and you can go into like Demolisher even too. And that takes really good advantage of this kind of build. Because Demolisher has no attack speed, but since it's a high attack speed build and we get Demolisher online, it's gonna be very effective against tanks. But they don't really have any bunch of like big tanks on their team, so I think I won't have to go Demolisher. I can think of going something else. So I may go for a more sustained option like Kingsbane, which usually go last, but I can probably go... Let's actually take a quick look. I think I'll go like Tainted Rounds actually next for the murder counter, but also against the crunch counter. I don't know where the gain is at. That's why I'm like being a little cautious right now. That's what I mean. Like I was like, I think he's gonna try ult us pretty soon if we're not careful, and think we predict that good. So I'm definitely feeling confident now. That's everyone dead besides the dueling. So I kind of really want to get a pick on the motor if we can. That's a Bella could cube and no follow-up. They're just playing very far back, so it's just really hard to There we go, ladies and gents. Finally, the pick we're looking for. The dual lanes were doing a good job playing safe and playing around the phase E, but we're definitely putting in the work right here, ladies and gents. So this is actually a very potent build that's even made so more with the base because she gives that army fam and more attack speed. So it just makes us like even super more hyper like damage to ADC once whenever she ults like that. So let's definitely take a quick back. I'm gonna look at the gold buff in a sec. And then we can reset and get ready for feinters, right? Alright, so let's go grab Lightning Hawk, and then we go grab Tainted Rounds to be good against the Murder, but also against the Crunch with his healing and whatnot. Actually, we can CC a lot by the Bellica. I kind of... I'll still go Tainted Rounds. I think I need this item anyways, but I think last item, I'm thinking Absolution actually. Just because it's gonna be really good whenever I get knocked up by the Bellica or the Murder. Oh, not the Murder, but the Crunch. But actually, why is push up? We just have to defend mid for the most part. We definitely need a group up for it. I think they could bust it down if they're all group up on it already. That's why I'm telling my team, hey, we need to actually go over there like ASAP. So we need to start walking up. I'll let Comrade go in first. Save Walk should hopefully come over soon. We see Clark over there, so that's one person that we don't have to worry about. Two. So okay, so they're not on it as I thought they would, but that means that we sort of have trial on this for a bit. And we do. Alright, looks like we are busting this down first, so we're gonna definitely go for this. Oh, kill right there, just in case. Yep. Oh my... Oh, I didn't quite land right there. But it's not too bad. We got Faintus, we got 2 kills. It's definitely worth it, 100%. That was just a really nice Bellica Q because she stopped me from like going ham on them. But that kind of saved them, 100%. We got the white inhibitor pushing those, so that means we can maybe focus this down actually. Yeah, look at that. We might actually grab the inhibitor right here. This is another reason why this build is very effective too. Because someone like Drongo with his interaction with E, the E does bonus damage to the turn, but me having a higher attack speed means I can stack more of that, and just a higher DPS to the tower, because you can't obviously critical strike hits on the towers, right? So it's just based on your pure like base damage. So going for more higher attack speed means I can actually shred through this tower faster than I would on the crit build. Oh, that's an oopsie by me right there. I definitely didn't walk in really kind of aggressively, and I definitely got punished for that. So that's definitely my fault. I wasn't paying attention to how the enemy team was posturing, because I know like the crunch was there, and this is like the problem I've been having with Drongo Q. It's that I try to like slow down the Q, but I feel a lot of times I feel like I get interrupted whenever I use my Q, because he knocked me up when I was throwing the Q, so my Q came out really late, and that's the one thing that I had trouble with, because I think a lot of times I could afford a lot of damage if I get my Q out faster. So I think that's one of those Drongo things I have to get used to and be more like responsive, or rather just throw it a lot out earlier than I am right now. But definitely, with Metal Inhibitor down, we can definitely look at Prime potentially if we want to do it. So I'm telling them, hey, we're Prime, and if we want to start it, we can definitely start it. Okay, so someone's making the call for Old Prime. I think it's a little hard because we don't exactly have the picks for it. Not sure where the Gideon went. Oh yeah, so we got off it, that's fine, because I don't think we need to get picks first. We have the inhibitor pushing, but we need to still get picks first before that Prime play is a good play. So I'm just kind of pushing this out, because I'm thinking of maybe going left or right. I might go left, just so I'm on the same side as the Old Prime. So let me just kind of hover left. Maybe we can get the pick on the Collide, potentially, or anyone else that walked in the jungle. So actually, let's see if we can maybe... I think... Okay, retreat. Yeah, we're trying to get some kind of pick going, but I think we need like Chimera Silver, because I think just us three with the house, I don't think it's the most ideal picking comp right there. See, Quench in there. So I don't want to face check that 100%. I'll just play the long way around. Okay, we're scaring him off. I kind of want to help attack the left tower. That's so we're just hovering on right now. So I'm not sure how many minions are in there, but I'll just kind of help DPS this in. So let's use E, just kind of DPS the tower really quickly. There we go, knock down that tower. Bellica is pushing right, so that means 5 versus 4. Ooh, that's indeed. I can't follow until I get the wave push in, so now I'm going in. Oh, my art is not quite in range of that. That's the one thing that also I need to get used to. The Mother had the huge still movement speed on his E now, so he can actually zip across away from you if he really wants to. That's the one thing that he's also been doing in the lane phase, is that whenever FaZe was using her E on him, or after he gets immediately wounded, he would just look to go use E and get outside range, right? Alright, we don't have much minions, so gotta be a little careful. Just need the next wave in, and then we're chilling. Zeva is still just tanking because he can take it because he's just a tank at the end of the day, but someone like me is actually quite squishy if I'm just taking the core with no minions. But now we do, so we can look at end right here. The GG's. Definitely a weird game, I would say. I probably might actually pull up the Metadot City, because that's just one thing that people have sort of been complaining about recently, is that the MMR matchmaking has been weird. Like, feels like you're playing with like diamond players are playing with like bronze players, etc. kind of thing, and that's sort of like just a thing with kind of early access game and lower player base, is that it's just a player base kind of issue right now. So, because like I said, I'm kind of like a diamond quote-unquote or master kind of tier rank player, but definitely felt like I was playing with a lot lower rank people this game, and that's sort of some of the struggles I sometimes have with recording games, is that I sometimes don't get that high quality of a game as I want to get. But this is still a decent game nonetheless. The whole point of this video was to kind of showcase this build pass of doing like an on-head kind of build, and I definitely did some good work with it. Top the damage shots right there, so it definitely put in the work. You guys saw me, I'm trying towers left and right with that. I'm really kind of shoving in minions hard as well, so it's definitely a very effective build, to say the least. So just real quick before I end the video, I said I was going to check the elo that game, so I'll just kind of check it on my Amir City just out of curiosity. So okay, so it wasn't as low. So looks like on my team is with gold players and one diamond player, that is the Sevog. And then enemy team, there was a let's see, there's someone that's someone like a plat, almost diamond. So yeah, so looking at this enemy team, definitely still on the lower end of the spectrum, but so is my team as well. So it's kind of like me. Only higher top ranked players, funny enough, is me and Sevog. Like the Chimera, the Phase, the Howard, so they're sort of the similar rank as like the whole enemy team, like kind of around the gold / plat level for the most part. So like I said, that's not always the most accurate way to actually judge the quality of the games, because they have their own calculations, and I know that city website recently changed how they calculate the tiers and whatnot, so things may not be super accurate right there, but that's still a sort of accurate-ish general picture of this game, because like I said, it kind of felt like some players were playing as if they're on the low rank, and that was kind of the case. So not the most ideal for the most competitive showcase of this build, but I think this was still a decent showcase nevertheless. This is just a really kind of fun new build that you can try on Drongo with the change to Stormbreaker. I've been seeing this build pop up with like top ADC players on this game, so I think there's definitely some credibility to this build, and I definitely feel the performance of it pretty good. So I think this is a good build for you guys to try out and see what you guys think. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments what other keywords, what other builds you want me to showcase. Thank you as always for all the amazing support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.